No change. The Bank of England has left interest rates unchanged at 0.5%. It's also sticking to its current programme of bond purchases. QE stays at 375 billion is the total. The ECB, meanwhile, makes its decision later in the hour when Mario Draghi gets his chance to deliver on his promise and save the euro. I'm joined by Michael Leister, Senior Rate Strategist, Commerzbank. Hi there, Michael. When we look at the Spanish and the French auctions today, both went pretty well. Expectations are still there that markets will get what they want, right?
Well, hopefully, yes. In particular, the Spanish auction went well, also as bonds performed quite significantly into the auction, and also at the auction they were quite well bid, which clearly shows that the market is looking for something, although it remains to be seen whether all these expectations that have been building up not only this morning but also in the past days will indeed be fulfilled.
I mean, what do you think? It's hard for Draghi to deliver on expectations right now. Is that the general consensus?
Well, most likely, yes. The market has probably gotten a bit ahead of itself in terms of enthusiasm with regards to the meeting today. But indeed, we believe that this has gone a bit too far. So peripherals have performed really well. The Bund has sold off. And we believe that he cannot fulfill all these expectations today or at today's meeting with the press conference.
What will he leave out today?
Well, I guess what he will leave out is sort of the really the nitty-gritty details, which, as we've seen with so many events before, are really a key thing for the market. So everything that has to do with implementation. So what we're looking for is sort of a broader statement, and which basically leaves open all doors for the ECB to react in the future, which is probably not what the market is going to like.
Right. You say periphery has done better, the Bund has sold off a little bit, but the prudent approach, the prudent trade is still long Bunds, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So we believe in particular with yesterday's and today's price action that there's significant potential for disappointment here with regards to the ECB, which makes Bunds a tactical buy at these levels. And also looking ahead further over the coming weeks, there are numerous event risks out there, most of all next week's court decision in Germany. So also here we look for Bunds to be supported, and basically also for core spreads to widen versus Bunds.
And what's the trade for the slightly bolder investor right now?
Well, obviously for those who are prone to take on more risk, being long the front end of the peripheral curves makes much sense in our view, because it will be protected and the market will speculate on further support from the ECB no matter what happens today, more or less. So indeed, looking for front-end yields to fall further in Spain and Italy, and for the curves to steepen further would make sense in such a scenario.
What happens, Michael, if Germany's constitutional court rules against the ESM vote?
Well, this would be a major shocker for risk sentiment, we believe, given that the consensus view is clearly that they will vote in favor of it. So in that scenario, also Bunds would rarely relieve, and spreads and peripheral yields would come significantly under pressure.
And just to finish up with, I want to talk about payrolls. Give us your expectations and also what is the trade on that expectation?
Well, we believe that indeed tomorrow's payrolls report will show further weakening of momentum on the US labor market. That said, however, we don't think that it will be as bad as really to argue for further easing on behalf of the Fed. So all those investors who are looking for further indications for QE3 are very likely to be disappointed in our view. Which again, of course there are various channels here in which these QE hopes operate, but at the end of the day, it's still, we believe, a supporting factor for Bunds and treasuries alike.
Okay, Michael, thanks a lot. Michael Leister from Commerzbank. That's it. Join us again 1:30 BST for the ECB news conference live, and then again at 1500 for analysis and comment. I'm Axel Threlfall. This is Reuters.